This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
We'll show you the big turnout for the first ever Dominican parade in the city of Hazleton. That story and more next. Hi everyone, and thank you so much for watching. I'm Ken Kara, and now I'm going to read your headlines from SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. It's back, the extreme heat and humidity, and it can be dangerous. We talked with our friends at APTS Ambulance in Hazleton for important tips on how you can stay safe.
Making sure you're drinking plenty of water, keep an eye on the amount of coffee or caffeinated drinks that you're drinking, especially alcoholic beverages. Those things are going to dehydrate you, and you're not going to realize it until it's too late. Once you've stopped sweating and you're not really hot, you're actually feeling a little bit cold, you're beyond dehydration.
And our usual tip is go out to the malls. They have air conditioning. If you don't have air conditioning at home, window shopping is free, but at least to get you out of the heat. If you're at home and you can't get out, make sure that there's a fan, that there's moving air movement. So many times we go to these houses on calls, and it's 100+ degrees in the houses because there's no ventilations, there's no fans. Air conditioning is great, but fan and air movement is just as important.
Be sure to check on neighbors and relatives, and don't forget about the pets. Bring them inside in this extreme heat and make sure they have plenty of water as well.
Time now for weather on SSPTV News.
It's a rough day to be working outside. Here's some work on the Markle building. Heat index in the upper 80s and 90s today, and upper 90s are expected on Wednesday. Here's our forecast from the National Weather Service. Tonight is mostly clear. We'll have a low of 68 degrees. And then on Wednesday, a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms after 2 p.m. 20% chance of precipitation, high of 85. Down to 69 degrees at night, 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms. Chance of showers and thunderstorms mainly after 9 a.m. on Thursday, 50% chance, high of 84 at night. We're down to 62 degrees. Same chance of showers and thunderstorms. Mostly cloudy Friday. We cool down to 74 for a high, 58 degrees for a low at night. Mostly cloudy skies. Mostly cloudy Saturday with a high of 67. 57 is the low Saturday night. Mostly cloudy with a 40% chance of showers. One man is in county prison for allegedly stabbing his cousin. Delvey Duran is charged with aggravated and simple assault and other charges. Hazleton police responded to a home in the 800 block of North Locust Street on Monday morning. The victim, an adult male who was taken to the hospital for treatment of stab wounds to his lower back and left shoulder, which police say were non-life threatening. Duran was arraigned and locked up on $100,000 straight bail. And in other news, the Dominican House of Hazleton celebrated its 13th anniversary with a week-long celebration, capped off with a pageant Friday night and a parade on Monday. Congratulations to Yahilan Carabello, a nursing student at Luzerne County Community College who was chosen as queen. The contest winners then took part in a parade on Monday. The day featured music, delicious food, and a number of dignitaries. Following the parade, the celebration culminated with a huge gathering at Center City Park at the corner of Broad and Laurel Streets in downtown Hazleton. There was some exciting high school football on Friday night, so let's check our Cole Scale rankings and look back on some great performances.
We have 3 local teams still looking for a spark in the lignite grade. Shenandoah Valley led Jenkintown 20-0 at the half. Jake Thomas had a 45-yard fumble return that led to a touchdown and a 75-yard pick six for the Blue Devils. But Jenkintown scored 27 unanswered points in the second half. Mono Area was shut out by powerful Tamaqua. We'll talk more about this game in a moment. Jim Thorpe, CJ Selby racked up 134 rushing yards and 4 touchdowns as the Olympians moved to 2-0 on the year, and they've outscored the opposition 84-0. Things don't get any easier for Marion as they have to visit North Schuylkill this week. In the bituminous grade, we have Hazleton Area. They are still hot but got cooled off a bit on Friday night by Wyoming Valley West. The Spartans' Carson Canavan blocked a Cougar point after attempt that would have tied the game. He also rushed for 251 yards. Damon Horton had 141 rushing yards for the Cougars, and Sparky Wolk went 7 of 16 for 124 yards through the air. care. In the anthracite grade, we have Tamaqua area and North Schuylkill. They've both started the year on fire. The Briner and Boyle Express keeps chugging along at Tamaqua. Once again, the duo rushed for over 200 yards for the Blue Raiders. Nick Briner had 109 yards and 2 touchdowns, and Nate Boyle had 110 yards and 2 TDs. On defense, Tamaqua only gave up 50 total yards. North Schuylkill's head coach Wally Hall says they're going to lean on their offensive and defensive lines. So far, so good for the Spartans, who rushed for 443 yards on 74 carries Friday. Let me say that again, 443 yards on 74 carries. Jaden Leiby had 176 of those yards, and Zach Chowanski had 125. This week we have North Schuylkill top the scale, but who knows what will happen in week 3, plus the Spartans and Blue Raiders meet in week 7. That's it for now. We'll see everyone back in the mines next week.
Memorial Day brought an end to the International League regular season, but the Rail Riders are ready for some postseason baseball. The Rail Riders' win over Pawtucket on Sunday, along with losses by Columbus and Indianapolis, gave the Rail Riders a wild card berth. They also won on Monday for good measure. There's the score. They'll play the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs with the 5-game series starting at PNC Field on Wednesday at 6:35 p.m. in the playoffs. The Brewers walked off against Joe Maddon's Cubs. Chicago owns a 4-game lead over Milwaukee in the NL Central. Every day, we're your trifecta of local information on the air with updated headlines, weather, sports scores, social news, and obituaries, online with breaking news and special stories, and on the Samsung Productions app. Up next, Lisa Sugar takes a little tour of the Greater Hazleton Area Historical Society Museum. Watch SSPTV in Pottsville on Comcast Channel 190 from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m.
Good evening, everyone. Here's today's Talk of the Town. Happy birthday goes out to Peggy from everyone here at SSPTV News. Look Good, Feel Better is a free program that teaches women with cancer how to overcome some of the side effects of the treatment. They are currently hosting 2 sessions in our area. They are currently listed on your screen. The Hazleton 9/11 Memorial Mass and Program will be held on Tuesday, September 11th at 6 p.m. at St. Gabriel's Church in Hazleton. Also, there will be a 9/11 program prior to the Hazleton area football game on Friday, September 14th. And State Representative Tara Toohill will be hosting her Senior Expo on Thursday, September 13th from 10 a.m. until 1:30 p.m. at the Boscov's wing of the Laurel Mall. And that's today's Talk of the Town. SSPTV News would like to send our sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Edward Gormley Jr. of Beaumont, Texas, formerly of Hazleton. Mass will be Wednesday at 10 a.m. at St. Gabriel's Church in Hazleton. Friends may call Wednesday from 8:45 to 9:45 a.m. at the Boyle Funeral Home in Hazleton. And Brandon M. Novotnak of McAdoo. Funeral is Thursday at 11 a.m. at the Damiano Funeral Home in McAdoo. Friends may call Wednesday from 6 to 9 p.m. and Thursday from 10 to 11 a.m. at the funeral home.